Welcome to my channel. Today we're going to discuss a question that's been causing a massive divide in the tech world. Will AI take all coding jobs or not? On one side, you have developers who are making fun of AI-generated code, calling it slap, saying it can't handle more than 3 files and insisting their jobs are safe because AI is just a fancy autocomplete. On the other side, you have top AI researchers and CEOs saying things like AI will write 90% of all code within months, and programming as we know it is over. So who's right? Honestly, both sides are right from their own perspective, and the gap between them isn't about intelligence, it's about understanding how reinforcement learning works. The developer who hasn't studied RL sees a pattern matcher that hallucinates. The researcher who knows RL sees a verifiable domain that's about to be conquered by the same methods that beat chess and Go. Let me explain exactly why. Let's start with the blueprint. How AI already conquered 2 of the most complex games humans have ever created. In 1997, IBM's Deep Blue defeated world chess champion Garry Kasparov using brute force, evaluating 200 million positions per second with handcrafted rules. That was impressive, but it was just raw computing power. The real revolution came in 2016 when DeepMind's AlphaGo defeated Lee Sedol, one of the greatest Go players in history, 4 games to 1. Go has 10 to the power of 170 possible board positions, more than the number of atoms in the universe. Brute force simply can't work here. What made AlphaGo special was move 37 in Game 2, a move so unconventional no human would ever play it, yet it turned out to be brilliant. Then, in 2017, AlphaZero took this even further. Given only the rules of chess, 0 human knowledge, 0 databases, 0 opening theory, it surpassed all human chess mastery in just 4 hours and beat the world's strongest chess engine, Stockfish, 28-0. The secret? 3 properties that these games share: clear rules, verifiable outcomes, and a finite action space. And here's the kicker: coding has all 3 of those properties. The game is the same, only the board is different. Now, let's understand the engine behind these breakthroughs, the reinforcement learning loop. It's actually beautifully simple. The agent observes a state, like a board position or a piece of code. Then it selects an action from its available action space, maybe a chess move, or maybe the next token in a line of code. After taking that action, it gets a reward signal. Did it win or lose? Did the code compile and pass tests? Then it updates its internal policy to make better decisions next time. This loop repeats millions or even billions of times. On the left, you can see how this maps to chess. The state is the board position, the action space is about 35 legal moves per turn, the reward is win, lose, or draw, and the result was superhuman performance in just 4 hours. Now look at the coding mapping on the right. The state is the current code plus the task. The action space is about 50 possible tokens to choose at each step. The reward comes from the compiler and test suite. Does it pass or fail? The mechanics are identical. Same loop, same optimization process. Different domain, same inevitable outcome. Here's a myth that keeps coming up. LLMs are just fancy autocomplete, just predicting the next word. Let's break this down. Yes, the mechanism is next token prediction, but saying that LLMs just predict the next token is like saying humans just fire neurons. The mechanism doesn't negate the emergent capability. When you train a model on trillions of tokens of code, documentation, and discussions, it builds internal representations of syntax, semantics, design patterns, and debugging strategies. These capabilities are emergent, they weren't explicitly programmed. Now here's the key insight that changes everything. You don't need perfect intelligence to achieve superhuman coding. On a scale of 0 to 10, current LLMs might be around 5 or 6 in terms of raw coding intelligence. That's clearly not 0, and it's clearly not 10. But here's what matters. When you combine even a 5 out of 10 intelligence with reinforcement learning and a verification system, you get superhuman performance. That's exactly how AlphaZero worked.
It didn't need to be smarter than humans, it just needed to be good enough to learn from the reward signal. And coding has the perfect verifier. The compiler tells you if the syntax is right, and the test suite tells you if the logic is right. This is what puts coding firmly in the verifiable domain category, alongside math, games, and science, domains where AI will reach superhuman performance. First,
Now let's look at the actual RL environment for coding. And here's the thing, it already exists. The pipeline works like this. First, the AI receives a task or prompt, maybe a bug fix, a new feature, or a refactoring request. Then the LLM agent generates code as its action. Next comes the verification step. The compiler checks for syntax errors and the test suite checks for correctness. Finally, the pass or fail result becomes the reward signal that updates the model's policy. Let me break down each component. The state is the complete context, the task description, the current code base, existing tests, and the history of previous attempts. The action at each step is predicting the next token from roughly 50 possible tokens, just like choosing from 35 legal chess moves. The verifier is the crown jewel. Unlike creative writing or philosophy, code has a perfect, unambiguous verifier. Either the code compiles and tests pass, or it doesn't. Binary feedback, no ambiguity. And the reward signal from this verification feeds directly back into policy updates, making the model better at generating correct code next time. This isn't theoretical. Companies like OpenAI, Anthropic, Google DeepMind, and Meta are already building exactly this system. The RL environment for coding is not some future dream, it's being deployed right now. Here's something interesting to consider. Humans actually learn to code the same way, just much, much slower. Think about how a human developer learns. First, you spend weeks reading documentation, tutorials, and Stack Overflow. Then you start solving easy problems, Hello World, FizzBuzz, simple CRUD apps. Over the next 3 to 6 months, you grind through hundreds of LeetCode problems to build pattern recognition. Then you work on real projects, building, breaking, debugging, and repeating. After years of this, you finally develop that intuition for architecture, edge cases, and trade-offs. Now, look at how an LLM does the exact same thing. It trains on trillions of tokens from GitHub, documentation, and forums. That's the reading phase. It gets fine-tuned on coding tasks with supervised examples. That's the practice phase. Then it goes through RL on millions of code problems with compiler verification. That's the grind phase. And it does this continuously at massive scale. The speed difference is staggering. A human takes about 6 months to become proficient in a new programming language with daily practice. An LLM already has every major programming language in its training data. The speed advantage isn't 10x or even 100x, it's over 1,000x. Same process, same pattern recognition, but AI does in hours what humans take years. Now, I understand this is hard for software engineers to accept, and there are very real reasons for that. First, there's the identity problem. You've invested years of your life learning to code, grueling boot camps, difficult interviews, building expertise one project at a time. Being told AI can do your job threatens your sense of self. Engineering isn't just what you do. For many people, it's who you are. The elegant solutions, the clean architectures, the art of system design, that's craft and pride. And let's be honest, healthy skepticism has been rewarded before. This technology will change everything, gets repeated every 3 years, and most of the time it's hype. But there's also a knowledge gap at play. What most developers see is next token prediction equals fancy autocomplete. And from that lens, it does seem ridiculous that this could handle a real code base with thousands of files. But what they're missing is the reinforcement learning paradigm for verifiable domains, the exact approach that broke Go, a problem experts confidently said would take 50 more years. The gap between next token prediction and superhuman coding agent seems impossibly large, but RL plus verification is the bridge they don't see. And history is filled with wrong predictions.
Experts said AI would take until 2060 to beat Go, but it happened in 2016. Protein folding was supposed to take until 2040, solved in 2020. Passing medical exams, 2035, done in 2023. Writing working code, 2030, happening right now. It's not a canyon between here and superhuman coding, it's a staircase, and we are already climbing. So what does this mean practically? Will companies run with zero developers? Definitely not. But here's the nuanced reality. There are two scenarios to consider. In scenario 1, a company has a fixed amount of work to do. If AI handles 50 to 80% of the actual code writing, then 40 to 50% of engineers become redundant. That's the hard truth for companies in maintenance mode or with fixed product scope. Headcount will shrink. But scenario 2 is far more interesting. Building software just got dramatically cheaper. Features that weren't worth the engineering investment suddenly become viable. Instead of paying $50,000 a year for a CRM license, you can have AI build a custom one for $2,000. Instead of $30,000 for a project management tool, AI builds an internal version for $1,000. And in the agentic era, we might need fewer traditional SaaS tools altogether, because AI agents don't need data presented in a human-readable dashboard format. They can work with raw data directly. So the role fundamentally shifts from writes code to defines problems and supervises AI. Fewer developers doing more impactful work. The job changes, but it doesn't vanish. The question isn't whether AI will replace developers, it's what kind of developer will thrive in this new world.
This is not a doom post. This is a wake-up call from someone who has sat in both engineering team meetings and ML research discussions. I've seen developers roll their eyes at AI hype, and I've heard researchers calmly discuss timelines for fully autonomous coding agents. Both perspectives come from real experience, but only one is informed by what happens when reinforcement learning meets a verifiable domain. So here are 3 things you should do right now. Number 1, learn how AI actually works. Not surface level. Understand reinforcement learning, reward signals, and why verifiable domains are fundamentally different. Shift your mental model from fancy autocomplete to optimizer that gets superhuman at anything measurable. Number 2, become the irreplaceable human. Focus on system design, business context, and judgment calls that require empathy, ethics, and nuance. The parts of engineering that aren't easily verifiable will stay human the longest. Number 3, use AI aggressively right now. The winners won't be the people who resisted AI coding tools. They'll be the ones who became 10x more productive with them. That's the new competitive advantage. Start today, not tomorrow. Let's quickly recap what we covered. The chess and Go blueprint that shows how AI conquers constrained environments, reinforcement learning in verifiable domains, why LLMs are not just autocomplete, coding as an RL domain with a perfect verifier, and how humans and AI learn the same way, just at vastly different speeds. The game is changing. Understand the rules and play to win. If you found this video helpful, please like and subscribe to the channel for more AI engineering content. Thanks for watching.